Finance is generally a male dominated industry. Very few women are interested in the subject. It is only limited to earning their own money, either through a job or a business, and that's it. And that itself is a big task as per women. We live in a society where if women is seen talking about money, then they are seen money minded. Women are considered dominating if they handle the money matters in the family. Women are seen as arrogant and insolent if they tell their male counterparts on where to invest, how to save, and topics like that. So it is only limited to earning their money, and then they give this money to any male in the house, maybe a spouse, their father, brother, or anyone to manage it for them. एंड आई थिंक ये सब इसके लिए है क्योंकि वी एज वुमेन हमने कभी सोचा ही नहीं कि पैसों के बारे में क्या करना है. When it comes to managing the house, we are inherently very good at it, right? I think it is like an unsaid rule in most of the families that women will take care of the house and the children, whereas men will take care of the money matters in the family. मैंने जब अपनी मॉम को पूछा कि वाई शी नेवर टुक इंटरेस्ट इन द फाइनेंशियल मैटर्स इन द फैमिली, शी टोल्ड मी पता नहीं ऐसे ही है. मैंने अपनी मम्मी को भी ऐसे ही करते देखा था, इसके लिए मैं भी ऐसे ही कर रही हूँ. आई डोंट इवन नो द बैंक अकाउंट नंबर. मैं तो सिर्फ पैसे लाके पापा को दे देती थी एंड देन ही वुड हैंडल इट द वे ही वांटेड. एंड आई थिंक दिस इज ट्रू फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ द हाउस होल्ड्स, राइट? But what I feel, it is not about the interest in the topic of finance. It is the need of the hour. And in this video, I'm going to tell you top 3 reasons why you should get financially educated. Hi, my name is Kritika Kathal. I'm a wealth doctor. I am the founder of Financial Fitness for Her. And I am on a mission to empower women to level up their financial health. Now, before telling you the number one reason, let me show some global eye opening statistics to you. Do you know that 47% of the women over the age of 50 are single? 50% of the marriages end up in a divorce. In the first year after a divorce, a woman's standard of living reduces on an average by 73%. 90% of the women are solely responsible for their financial well being in their lifetime. Have you ever wondered what will happen to your finances if your spouse dies prematurely? Is there a guarantee in life? Or what if your marriage ends up in a divorce? Now, the way the times are changing, it is no big deal to take a divorce nowadays. पहले होता था हमारे मम्मी और दादी के ज़माने में कि जैसा भी हस्बैंड मिला उनके साथ ज़िंदगी निकाल देते थे. बट नाउ फीमेल्स आर गेटिंग लेस एंड लेस टॉलरेंट एंड दे आर ऑप्टिंग फॉर अ डिवोर्स, राइट? Might happen that your marriage is in a very good shape right now, but next year it might end up in a divorce. Now, please wait. I am not promoting it and I am not saying that it can happen to you. But obviously, there's a possibility, right? It is like buying a life insurance or a term plan. We do not intend to die or we do not plan our death, but we need a plan in case that happens. And that is what insurance is all about. That is why you also need a plan if any misfortune happens in your life. I have a huge family, both on the maternal side and on the paternal side. I've seen so many examples within the family that actually I don't have to go out to look out for examples. I have seen marriages of 28 years ending up in a divorce. I've also heard stories of how one of my uncle met with an accident and how he left behind his pregnant wife and the challenges and the problems she had to face thereafter, emotionally, mentally, and financially as well. Now, all this can happen to anyone. Right now, You might be dependent upon your spouse to handle the finances in the family, be it about taking a loan and how to repay the EMI, be it about building an emergency fund, be it about looking for the right investments and whatnot. But what I want to urge you to do is at least take some interest in the finance and learn the basics of finance if you don't want to delve deep into the subject, so that if any misfortune happens in your life, at least you are well prepared. Secondly, have you ever seen that your children imitate you more than your husband? It is because you spend more time with your children. Have you ever seen examples wherein if a mother reads book, then generally children are also good readers? Have you ever seen that if a woman in the family is not well educated or if she is not working, then generally the girls in the family are not raised with an importance of education and then standing up on their feet later on, right? Have you ever wondered why is it called Mother Nature and not Father Nature? Why is it called Mother Tongue and not Father Tongue? It is because all this is seen mainly coming from the primary life giver and the caregiver. The one who gives life to a child and then the one who takes care of the child the maximum times, right? And mostly it is the mothers. And that is why children are more influenced by their mothers more than their fathers. Now, if you are well educated financially, if you know how to handle the finances, if you have good money habits, then your children will likely do the same. So it is imperative on you to teach your kids the right money habits and the importance of money in their life. And third, and the most important reason of being financially educated is for your own self respect. It is for your own financial security and peace of mind, which you have been wanting and deserve in life. Have you seen examples in your life where if a woman is earning good money, then she is generally looked up to by her family members as opposed to a houseworking woman? Now, again, I'm not saying that doing the household chores and taking care of the family is any less of a work and that they don't deserve the respect and everything. But it is the general perception that if the woman is adding money to the family income, she is more respected, right? And it generally changes the perception of the people around you. And think about it. If you are able to talk on the topic of finance to your husband, then you will gain more respect in his eyes. Because generally, finance is considered a very complicated and a complex subject. And अगर आप इतने complicated subject पे अपने husband से बात कर पाओगे, then he will also start listening to you in other matters as well. It is like how you do one thing is how you do everything else, right? So if you are able to talk to your husband, right now he might not be sharing anything with you related to money, is because maybe he feels that you are not worth it. Maybe because you take less interest in the subject and or maybe that you do not know anything about money. So he thinks that, why to bother you about it, right? बट थिंक अबाउट इट कि अगर आप उससे बात कर पाओगे तो आप उसका प्रेशर भी उसके साथ शेयर कर पाओगे. सो मे बी योर हस्बैंड इज ऑलवेज अंडर द प्रेशर ऑफ taking the right money decisions for his family. They're deciding upon what investments to take or not to take, thinking about, whether the savings are enough or not. Because he is always under the pressure. If his money decisions goes wrong, then his family might suffer. And you as women's, तुम भी तो उसको ताने मारोगे, उसको कितना सुनाओगे, right? So he is always under the pressure, right? You know what? One of our client in the trading business, he had given us money to manage for him and grow the money for him. And he told us he hasn't told about all this to his wife. When we asked him why, he said because he was afraid that if anything goes wrong, then his wife would be very upset about it, and then in turn he would feel very bad about it. But now, luckily, since past 3 years, everything has been good. His account has been growing. We are giving him monthly income, right? And now he has told his wife finally. But the point I'm trying to make is that why we as women not cannot take the share the burden or share the responsibility with our husband related to money matters. Don't you feel good if your husband helps you in your household work? Yes, right? Then don't you feel that if you help your husband in taking the right money decisions, then he will not feel good? In fact, if you discuss more with your spouse regarding the money matters, there will be less tension in the family. There will be less disputes over money, and both of you will be able to better achieve your financial goals. And because of all this, it will strengthen your relationship. So think about it. Get financially educated and be prepared for the good times and the bad times. Hi guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let me know in the comment section what all other topics you want me to discuss and share. Until then, this is Kritika Kathal signing off. Thank you and take care. Stay blessed.